I would now request Mr. Jagdish Achara to speak.
So, hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Jagdish Achara. I am CEO and co-founder of GridSteer. Today I'm going to present autopilot system which we have developed for electricity grids. So, this autopilot system can actually be deployed in distribution systems or microgrid. Now, this is a system which doesn't run on its own, but it has to be coupled with a planning. So it has to be coupled with an offline planning and, let's say, computing a dispatch plan, like doing the energy optimization for short term. And then basically we can just run this autopilot system. So if you compare it, it's like autopilot system for, let's say, vehicles, right? So we give them a trajectory, and then the autopilot system actually follows the trajectory while avoiding any accidents in the path, right? So that's exactly the same thing here, but we apply it for electricity grids. What it is exactly doing is it takes a pre-computed dispatch plan so that we don't actually export the uncertainty due to renewables in distribution system and microgrid to the outside system. It is able to support the external system by actually steering the resources in the grid and, for example, doing primary or secondary frequency support. And thirdly, while doing those two things, it's able to ensure that the power quality is maintained in the grid under its control, and there are no problems of line congestions. So these are the simultaneous things it is providing to the distribution system while it is controlling the flexible resources under its control. So it's exactly what we were saying, basically, when there will be a lot of renewable energy resources with a lot of stochasticity in nature, and the demand is increasing, basically, we might have problems in distribution systems and microgrid too regarding power quality and line congestions. So this kind of system is able to guarantee these two things, as well as supporting the external, let's say, whole grid by providing frequency support, and not basically, let's say that we don't need a lot of fast ramping, fossil fuel reserves. To avoid that problem, it is actually able to follow a pre-computed dispatch plan. Now, let me just give you an idea how it works. So it's a multi-agent distributed system where multiple agents are actually sending three quantities, which are flexibility, willingness, and uncertainty. So these are the things, the small microcontrollers which are attached close to different resources. They convert all the resource-specific, let's say, quantities to these three mathematical quantities. And then only these three quantities are sent to our controller, so the controller doesn't know which kind of resource it is controlling. So it's resource and grid agnostic. We can deploy it in any grid and with any kind of resources. So that's the beauty. And because of this abstractness feature, it is able to solve the optimization problem in less than 1 millisecond, basically. So with this information, yeah, so with this information, we can actually compute the power set points for each of the resource, and this is the cycle which is repeated. So just for conclusion, I just want to say that the stakeholders are utilities which can actually use this autopilot system. Also, the EV charging station manufacturers, when they install their charging station, they can actually combine it with solar panels and energy storage systems, and also microgrid operators. So that's all with that I would like to